wonderful people. Alright, as you probably could have guessed by the title, which is, right there, this video is going to be about plugs, yay, and which ones are good and which ones are bad. Mind you, this video is based on opinion, but also mind you, I've had my ears stretched for 7 years now. So, this is based off of 7 years of earlobe modding, knowledge, and do's and don'ts, and what plugs slash tunnels, whatever you want to call them, everyone calls them something different, work and which ones don't. Not necessarily work, but which ones make your ears feel crappy, which ones you're more likely to get blowouts with, stuff like that. And I know you're already probably annoyed with the way I sound, the way the camera is working. I am on a computer again, on a shitty webcam, in my shitty basement because people are upstairs. And it's not daylight out anyways, so I can't get any natural sunlight up in my face area right now because it is like just about midnight. But thank you, work schedule, for making me unable to fall asleep until 4 o'clock in the morning. So, my apologies for however shitty my voice sounds, and for you not really being able to see my face all that well. Sorry about that. But let's be on with the video. Alright, so should I start with the worst or should I start with the best? You know what, I'm just gonna reach my hand into this little handy dandy thingy over here, and I am deciding right now to go in no particular order with the best and the worst. I'm just going to post them out and talk to you about them. And the first ones I pulled out, all the ones I am going to show you are going to be inches, but the size of your lobe does not matter for this video because no matter what size they are, you obviously wear something in them, right? So, these, I don't know how well you can see them, they are very, very thin silicone, tunnels, you know, they're like just a little flimsy little, okay. These things, I absolutely love the way they look. Appearance-wise, they're great. Your stretches will look the biggest in these of any other jewelry you put in your ears. These really stretch out all like the wrinkles on the inside of the stretch. Like, I don't know, if you have bigger stretch ears, you know what I'm talking about. And really like smooths everything out, really makes them like nice and round. It makes them look huge. It makes them look like at least 2 sizes bigger than that actually. Yeah. And that is literally the only thing I like about these, is the way that they make your ears look. You cannot sleep in these, you cannot wear these for extended periods of time. They don't irritate your ears, they don't make them gross, they don't smell, but they do fall out every 3 fucking minutes. I swear to God, if you even rest your ear on something, you fucking lost them. So these I only wear on special. When I say special, I mean special occasions, because I have not been stretching my ears for this long just for them to fall out and start shrinking because these shitty little fucking $10 silicone tunnels that just decide to do whatever the fuck they want to and not do their actual job. Alright, next. Plastic. I know you could call plastic and acrylic the same shit, but in my brain, they're like different on some level. Just like that thin silicone I just showed you, and I have a pair of this thicker kind of silicone, and these ones were, I believe these ones were 7/8. This was before I got to an inch. It's like thicker. Hold on, let me try to like show you the difference here. Obviously, you see the size difference, but see how this like thin little willy-nilly one, and this is really thick. If you're gonna get silicone ones that you want to wear on a daily basis and be able to sleep in, do whatever the fuck you want in, these thicker ones do not fall out. These are actually really, really great. Just don't wear them for a super duper long extended period of time, I would say, because they do irritate the skin after a very, very long time. But if you wear these at night just to like sleep in, like they're straight up most comfortable plugs / tunnels, whatever you want to call them, that you're ever gonna find. They're actually really great to sleep in. I don't have a pair of these in an inch yet, and I really wish I did, because then it would be a lot more easy to fall asleep at night. Okay, but like I was saying, I know there's not too big of a difference between acrylic and plastic, but there also is, on however small of a level it is, I feel like there is a difference, so I'm going to talk about them differently. Plastic, I'll just say this first. I would prefer, however the fuck you say that word, plastic over acrylic, like I said, on that very, very, very tiny little plane that there is a difference between them in. It's not a huge one, but there is that little difference. Plastic, it does get that, like, okay, first let me say, to sleep in, not the most comfortable thing, obviously, because I haven't often found plastic tunnels. I've never owned plastic tunnels, so I can't speak on their behalf, but plastic plugs, and these, they just, that's backwards, sorry. They're screwbacks, they're hollow, but, they came with, like, little dice in them, and I don't know, I put a dime in them because I was bored. I haven't worn them since I put a dime in it, but, yeah, the back screws off, you can put stuff in them, it's pretty cool, but, not the most comfortable thing to sleep in, just because it's literally like sleeping on a piece of plastic. Especially when you're at a bigger size, like an inch. Sorry, I talked myself out of breath on that one. So sleeping in them, not the best. But as far as wearing them, I've gotten away with wearing these for quite some time without any issues. The only problem I've ever had with these is that they do, even if you clean them constantly, they do get that, like, weird, like, build-up, like, not infection, but, like, I don't know, kind of like when you wear stainless steel, like, you guys will stretch ears, you know what I'm talking about, when you wear the stainless steel ones, and it gets that, like, nasty stuff on it, no matter how many times you take them out a day, and, like, soap and water and fucking scrub them, it keeps happening. That happens with these too, not nearly as much as with the stainless steel, but it does happen with these, and it gets more slippery with these, and depending on whether they're single flared or double flared these double flared ones do cause some problems when that stuff gets on there if you don't wipe it off on time, and if this slips out of your lobe the wrong way, it's gonna blow out. And if you have any questions about blowouts or anything, you can reference my video on how to heal blowouts without letting your ears shrink, because I did make a video about that, because it is possible. I don't give a fuck what anyone told you. Do not take them out. Just go watch my video and I explain to you how I have always healed these blowouts, or, these things that people act like absolutely destroy your ears. Like, no, they don't if you take care of them the right way. If you get a blowout and you sit there and you don't take care of it, obviously your ear gets destroyed. But if you get a blowout and you take care of it the right way and pretty much just follow my instructions on how to do it, then everything's dandy. Anyways, that was a little rant. So that was about it for these. The only issue I have with the plastic thingies are, that little bit of a blowout issue. And that's only if you don't clean them enough, or, you pull it out the wrong way. But that's that. Alright, next. These ones are acrylic. Now, these ones are hollow acrylic. These I literally cannot wear for more than, let me show you these because they're actually kind of cool. I know you really can't see it because of the lighting, but they're like red and they have hearts on them, but the hearts are made out of gears. But, yeah, cannot wear these for more than a day. It gets that stuff on them, it irritates my ears so bad, and it's so aggravating because they're so cute, and, it just, it irritates them. It literally, makes my lobe sore. And I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but that's what it does. I can't wear them for more than a day. They piss me off. They piss my ears off. They piss my lobes off. However you want to say it. They just, acrylics are not good for long time use at all. For any size, any reason. They're fucking aggravating and annoying and just the worst things ever. They look really, really cute, but they are a disaster if worn for an extended period of time. And that is all that I have to say about these. These ones, same thing, still acrylic, but they are solid. If you're going to choose to wear acrylic for any reason, I would say choose the solid ones. Not as easily irritable. I don't know if I said that right, but, yeah. Neither of which are the most comfortable to sleep in, but these ones, the single flared, just regular acrylic, and, there's less of a risk of them, falling out their eye. Doing, the blowout thing I told you with the plastic, single flared acrylics like these, like this with the O-ring on the back of them, don't bother me as much. These hollow ones, as with any hollow tunnel, not any hollow tunnel, but any hollow screw back, has the both sides that just, with the blowouts and the it's just fucking horrible. But, these ones, if you're gonna go with acrylic for any reason, I do highly, highly suggest you do solid, not hollow in any way, shape, or form acrylic. I don't know about everyone else, but also another thing that really, kicks it off for me, aside from the discomfort trying to sleep in them, which I also don't recommend, but, the heaviness factor, I guess. I don't know, I like feeling that they're there. Does that make sense? Does anyone else feel the same way? Am I just crazy? I like knowing that they're there. I like the heaviness, because I always feel like when I don't feel them, I feel like they fell out or something, and I freak out. But, yeah, like I said a million times, if you're going to choose acrylic, do solid acrylic. Next, wood. These are just, little double flared wooden plugs, saddle plugs, if that's what you want to call them. Everything has like 52 different names, but hopefully you all know what I'm talking about. These are good. Very much unlike the acrylic, they, instead of getting that nasty stuff, like I was saying, like with the stainless steel and the acrylics, like, you know what I'm talking about if you have stretched ears. It's happened to you before. There's no denying it. Yeah, it's gross, but it's what happens. That's the life of body modification. So, very, very, very much the opposite with these. You put these in, and yes, they are extremely comfortable. Maybe not so much to sleep in, because just like with the plastic or the acrylic or stainless steel, you know, anything but silicone to sleep in is really uncomfortable depending on what size you are. And at an inch, everything except for silicone to me is uncomfortable to sleep in, because it's literally just like you're sleeping on like a hard ball of something on the side of your neck, on the side of your face or something. But these dry, oh my god, horrible. Like I couldn't wear these for more than like 3 days. Well, no, it wasn't that bad. I actually wore them for a while. It was at least a week, maybe a little bit more than a week, and then, you know, I switch up between all the pairs I have. Some I can only wear for a couple hours a day, and some I get away with wearing for weeks. Um, these ones you can wear for a while, but not too long, just because they do very, very, very dry. You don't get any of that stuff, like any of that nasty stuff. They just, it gets, once they really get in, it, like, after I wear these and I take them out, and, like, I literally feel like I have to, like, drown my ear in, like, some kind of lotion or lubricant or some kind of moisturizing something, just because my lobes feel, like, so dry. And they're obviously still, like, flexible and squishy and stuff. It's just, like, I don't know, like, you know how they feel, like, nice when you first take them out? It doesn't feel like that with wooden ones. And I don't know if it's because there are no, like, chemicals or anything in it, and they're not fake and they're all natural, but, I don't know, I prefer not to wear these for too long because of that drying aspect. And when I wear these, I feel like they dry them to the point where my lobes are going to crack, and I don't know, I just don't like it. I didn't throw them away. I still wear them occasionally, maybe not for more than a couple days, not even. But, yeah, that's that. Sticking with the wood, actually, you know what, I don't even know if I would consider these wood. I don't know. What is bamboo? I don't know. What even is bamboo? Is bamboo like a tree? I think it's a tree, and as far as I'm concerned, trees are wood. But, these are bamboo. These, I honestly don't even want to sit here and talk about these, because these were just, honestly, these bamboo things were like my worst experience ever with plugs. Aside from this one really, really bad pair of acrylic plugs I had one time, those were horrible, but these are just the worst. These, it gets like, that stuff on it really bad, and it falls out all the time because it gets all that stuff, and it's horrible. It irritates my ears. They get like itchy and and terrible and horrible, 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 horrible things happen with my ears, and I don't like it very much at all. So, alright, this stone, natural stone, any natural stone really, or in my opinion, these ones obviously you're gonna look at and like clearly know that they are not an inch. I haven't purchased any stone plugs tunnels in an inch yet, just because natural stone is really, really expensive and good to a size like that. When they're little like this pair cost me like $12 because it was 5/8, I believe. I bought these right after I sized up to 5/8, and these were just the absolute best plug experience in my life. Absolute best. Like, there's not even another way for me to put that. These were just literally like, and I didn't just have these ones. These ones are some kind of opally ones, and I had a pair of amethyst ones, and both of them, the whole stone experience, it just, oh my god, absolutely amazing. It didn't get that stuff on it, like that nasty stuff. Everyone knows what I'm saying when I say that stuff, unless you don't have stretched ears, but it didn't get that stuff. It didn't irritate them. At this size, it really wasn't a bother to sleep in, just because 5/8 really, after you get to an inch, you look at every size smaller and you're just like, that's so small. But yeah, now I would have to say, obviously, at an inch, it probably wouldn't be the most comfortable thing to sleep in because it would literally be sleeping on a rock. But as far as wearing these, I wore these I literally wore these like strictly the stone ones, even though I had like 3 pairs of like silicone and like 4 pairs of like stainless steel and a couple acrylic ones. Like, I wasted so much money on plugs for 5/8, and I literally only wore these ones and this one, just because it was it's just the best. Like I said, it doesn't get that stuff. It doesn't irritate. There was not even a worry about a blowout or anything negative, or I don't even know how to explain it. This was just the absolute best. If if I'm gonna recommend any type of bug slash tunnel to anybody ever on this planet, it's gonna be stone. So I guess having said all that, oh, I didn't tell you guys about stainless steel. Um, I think I don't even think I really have to say too much about stainless steel. It's not horrible. The only real issue with it is it's just the nasty stuff. I've never had like any blowouts or anything with stainless steel. It's just that like gross build-up stuff, and you have to clean them constantly. And I mean, not that I'm saying you shouldn't clean them constantly. You should be cleaning your stretches like you brush your teeth, which also hopefully you're doing every day, but multiple times a day at that. But like with the stainless steel, you have to clean them like all the time, as opposed to only like a couple times a day. Um, so I guess if I have to make the decision right now, as as mentioned in the title, the worst of plugs slash tunnels, I'm gonna go ahead and say are the little flimsy, thin, terrible. Actually, you know what? I can't say that. It's a tie between these and these hollow double flared acrylics. It's a tie between those and the best, absolute best, as you probably guessed, because they're the only ones I spoke super duper highly of, are stone plugs. And like I said, if I'm gonna recommend you go out and buy any plugs for any size, stone is the way to go. There are glass plugs that are imitation stone. Just make sure they're like real stone plugs. You can order them online. They don't sell them in many stores unless it's like a special body modification store. Like, you can't go to Hot Topic or Spencer's and buy a pair of real stone plugs. I've only gotten mine online, and I have seen them at certain little kiosks in certain malls that aren't everywhere. So I'd say if you can't find them, online is the way to go, because if you see a pair of Hot Topic dispensers, they just aren't real, because what is real from those places? But that was it for this video. I hope it helped you, whether you are a beginning stretcher, unsure of what you should be wearing in your ears to let them heal, um, etc., or you've been stretching for a really, really long time and wondering if anyone else has the issues with the type of material that you are putting in your stretches. Um, that's it, and I will see you guys next video. Subscribe, like, do all that kind of stuff, because that would be super cool. And I love you. So, bye guys.